It's 10:30, time for some Celebrity Dish, and I have Summer House Martha's Vineyard star, and he lives in D.C., one of us, Preston Mitchum. Welcome.
Oh, my God. Thank you for having me.
Well, good to have you. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Listen, it's a gloomy day outside, so I had to come out like a highlighter.
I know, the double-breasted peak lapel pink suit.
Look,
way to do it. And the patent leather shoe.
Come on, call it out.
About it today. We were just talking about prom.
Yes.
It matches. It
I
makes
told
sense.
him, I was like, you could do the fashion segment.
Even though their prom outfits today look very different than when I was in high school, so shout out to them.
Right,
You saw
exactly.
Nakia's pictures earlier. That was me too.
Cinderella, right? It's a whole different story these days.
Yeah, we got so much to get to, and we'll also speak with you at 10:45 to talk about the show and all that you have going on. But first, let's start with Celebrity Dish. As we've been talking about Diddy, he's been the subject of several lawsuits, including sexual assault, and now a longtime friend, Ashton Kutcher, is reportedly concerned about being drawn up into the Diddy drama due to his friendship with the rapper. The two go way back. We know this. They have a friendship that stretches back decades, as they have hosted MTV shows together and also have talked highly of each other throughout the years. But now Ashton has not publicly weighed in on the probe with Combs and about him since the feds raided two of the mogul's homes last week. And another friend of Diddy is in the talks, Cuba Gooding Jr. We actually mentioned that on Celebrity Dish. He was in Miami this past weekend, the same place Diddy has been amid the ongoing investigation. And our good friend from TMZ, Charles Lotta-Boutier, TMZ has been all over this story. And Charles, now we're hearing about others, maybe some other alleged connections. What do you know?
Yeah, I mean, what we know at this point, Marissa, is, by the way, I have to say something. I know this is off subject, but I feel like I'm the anti-Preston. Like, Preston came just suited, and I'm just here in this boring gray polo shirt. I feel highly underdressed. But that happens to me a lot, so that's okay. All right, so yes.
Highlighters and markers coming all colors, Charles. He's the shade of pink, the pink highlighter. You're the black Sharpie, and that's quite all right.
Not the black Sharpie.
The black Sharpie.
There's gray Sharpie.
Why can't he be the black crayon?
The gray
The licorice.
Now I'm sorry I brought this up. All right, let's get to serious stuff, all right? No, but as you mentioned, yes, Cuba Gooding Jr., one of Diddy's friends who, you know, look, back in the day, we saw lots of photos of them hanging out at clubs, at parties together. And one of the lawsuits that's been brought against Diddy, the one by Rodney Jones, a former employee of Diddy's, does now mention, at first it just mentioned Cuba Gooding Jr. and that there was an instance where they were in studio and Rodney Jones said he felt uncomfortable the way Cuba put his arm around him. But now he's amended that lawsuit to actually make Cuba Gooding Jr. a defendant and is accusing him of sexual misconduct on that night when they were in the studio. The way he describes it in the lawsuit is that he felt like Diddy was passing him off to one of his friends on that particular evening. Which all of that as the backdrop made it interesting when Cuba Gooding Jr. popped up in Miami on Easter Sunday, with everyone wondering, you know, if he was there to sort of meet up with Diddy, discuss, you know, strategy against this lawsuit. As far as we know, they have not seen each other. It just seems to be coincidence that Cuba is down there. It looks like he was on vacation, perhaps just settling in for, you know, Easter weekend and the week after it. But we have not seen him and Diddy together at any point down in Miami.
You know, Charles, I have to ask you this question. There just hasn't been a lot of outward condemnation for Diddy like we've seen with other high-profile cases. What is going on here?
I think what it is at this point, Stephen, is that he hasn't been charged with anything. Yes, there are all these lawsuits, the Cassie one being the one that sort of opened the door, I think. And if Diddy had it to do over again, maybe he would have settled with her before she filed the lawsuit. But once she filed hers, then all these other allegations came out. And we always say this when there are lawsuits filed against celebrities. These are allegations. Nothing has been proven. They have not gone to court. There's not been a trial. So, you know, there is it's supposed to be a presumption of innocence until proven guilty. And maybe people are willing to give Diddy that much leeway at this point. And I also think that part of it is he's just that powerful of a guy who's been around and been a huge success for so long, and he has a lot of very famous, powerful friends who are slow to point the finger because what if there's a trial or what if there's never a trial? Or if there's the trial and he is, not found guilty. So maybe people are giving him a little leeway.
Yeah, to see what comes out of it all. And you're right, he hasn't been charged, he hasn't been arrested. There's still so much there are allegations at this point. But certainly, I know we can count on TMZ to continue to lead the coverage on any and all details. Charles, thank you. We appreciate it.
And I will try to be better dressed when we do it.
Yeah, perhaps. And I love all markers. And just a reminder, you can catch Charles and the entire TMZ team weeknights at 7:30 right here on Fox 5.
Gosh, we love having Charles on the show. All right, so the one and only Oprah Winfrey, all right, Marissa, you ready?
I love O.
Was a guest on the Sherri Shepherd Show, and she shared that she had been cheated on in the past. Now, we didn't know this. Take a listen.
This was in my younger days, following him all the way to his other girlfriend's house. I saw it with my own eyes, and then when I said, I saw you, he said, you gonna believe me or your lying eyes?
Oh my God!
Really? And then I'm like, well, maybe that wasn't his car.
Oh man,
yeah, it was bad.
Oh, yeah. Of course, we're all laughing up here. So our good friend Sherri, well, she gussed over how attractive Stedman Graham is and how Oprah assured her that he was never the one who was cheating, and she didn't have to snoop or wonder what he was doing behind her back. She recalled that was a past relationship.
Yeah, pre-Stedman. Yeah. Did you see this?
I did not see it, and I'm actually a little shocked that I didn't see it, but I know that man is kicking and screaming now. How could you not?
I remember her, too, actually talking about it on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Now, I'm dating myself. But the part, I don't know if she said it to Sherri, but she literally begged and pleaded for him to stay on the floor, crawling.
Like a Tyler Perry movie?
Like a Tyler Perry movie. Worse.
The beggar doesn't get any worse when you talk about Tyler Perry films.
All the dramatic, yes. Totally theatrical. But what do you think of his response to her, though, saying, me or your lying eyes?
I mean, at one point, she probably didn't believe her lying eyes if she was calling on the floor. But look, I know he feels silly now. I think it is a manipulative statement that he obviously is making, and he clearly knew what he was doing. But look at her now, and I don't think he wants to look at himself now.
But they say the best revenge is success, and just not really, dwelling on it.
Yes.
We know it's good.
He's somewhere crying as we speak. Should be.
But anybody can be cheated on. None of us are safe.
That's true. None of us are immune.